traditional territories of the Tashad and Hepatchisa First Nation. My name is John McNabb. I'm the director for Beaver Creek electoral area, and I'd like to introduce you to ACRD planning staff, Alex Dyer, and planning manager and Charity Hodderberg Dodds, planning technician. There they are, introduced. This hearing is being held electronically using Zoom. It's being recorded and live streamed on our website. Would staff please provide direction and instruction on how to participate in this hearing?
Sure, I will do that. Thank you. So nobody's joined in the meeting yet, but there may be people watching on the live stream. So I'll just quickly run through it. And if anybody watching would like to join in, the Zoom meeting information is available on our website. So if you are participating online, you do have the option of turning on or off your video or muting or unmuting your audio so other meeting participants can see you or hear you. These controls are on your Zoom screen. If you're looking to phone in, there is a phone number as well that you can phone, and then if you keep the meeting ID and the password handy, you'll be able to connect that way. If anybody does join, we'll just ask that there will be an opportunity for the public to speak after staff introduce the application and the applicants provide their comments on the proposal. We ask that you either put your hand up or call out that you'd like to speak, and you'll be recognized by the chair or by staff, and you'll be given an opportunity to provide your comments. There's also a chat feature on the bottom of the screen in the Zoom meeting. If you're able to connect online, if you'd like to ask a question at any time, certainly encourage you to do so. All questions will be addressed by staff during the public hearing, so feel free to go ahead and ask them. And then if anybody is joining in, I just want to note that the public hearing is being live streamed on the ACRD website, and a recording of the meeting will be publicly available. And I think I'll go back to you, John. Thank you.
The subject of this hearing is bylaw P1432. The bylaw is applicable to 6411 Beaver Creek Road and is necessary to facilitate a subdivision proposal. If you have any questions or comments about other unrelated topics, I ask that you contact regional district staff after this hearing is terminated. Would staff now please read out the notice of a public hearing?
Sure, thank you. A public hearing for residents and property owners within electoral area E, Beaver Creek, will be held to consider bylaw P1432. This bylaw is a zoning atlas amendment to rezone lot 13, district lot 40, Alberni district plan 6559 from small holdings A1 district to acreage residential RA2 district to facilitate a subdivision proposal. The public hearing will be held by the director for electoral area E, the alternate director, or the chairperson of the regional district. The board resolution making this delegation, along with bylaw P1432 and relevant background documents, is available for review online at www.acrd.bc.ca/events/26-8-2021. Planning staff are available to answer questions through email and or by phone during normal office hours from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, from August 11th, 2021 to August 26th, 2021.
Hello, sorry about that.
That's okay. Thanks for joining in. Excluding weekends or statutory holidays. During the COVID-19 pandemic, providing an opportunity for public input and safeguarding public health are top priorities for the ACRD. Consider written submissions as an effective means to provide your input. Anyone who feels their interest in property will be affected by the proposed bylaw will be afforded a reasonable opportunity to be heard. Options include participating in the public hearing by electronic means using Zoom, video conferencing, or teleconferencing, and or submitting correspondence to the ACRD. If you wish to participate in the public hearing electronically or by phone, full instructions to do so are available on our website at www.acrd.bc.ca/events/26-8-2021, or can be provided by contacting planning staff by email at planning@acrd.bc.ca or by phone at 250-720-2700. This public hearing will be recorded and live streamed on our website. Written correspondence can be submitted to the ACRD by one of the following methods: hard copy to the ACRD office drop slot or by mail to the planning department at the address below. An email sent to planning@acrd.bc.ca before 4 p.m. August 26, 2021. Email correspondence will only be considered received if receipt confirmation is provided by ACRD staff, or a fax sent to 250-723-1327 before 4 p.m. August 26, 2021. And again, fax correspondence will only be considered received if receipt confirmation is provided by ACRD staff. Now, all correspondence must be received by the ACRD no earlier than 8 a.m. on August 11th, 2021, and no later than 4 p.m. on August 26th, 2021. Correspondence submitted and or received outside of these parameters will not be included in the public hearing. Thank you.
The purpose of this public hearing is to receive input, written and verbal, from any person who believes that their interest in property is affected by the bylaw. The Regional District Board will receive full minutes of this hearing before voting on the bylaw. The staff is taking minutes that summarize the issues raised. Please speak clearly and ensure accuracy. Would staff please introduce the proposal?
Okay, I'll just begin by noting that the agency referral responses that we have received noted either no objections to the proposal or that their interests were unaffected. Copies of the referral responses are available for public review on the ACRD website and will be a part of the public hearing report considered by the board. There was no correspondence received from the public ahead of the hearing, so we have no public correspondence to share with you. The property owner is applying to rezone their 2-acre property located at 6411 Beaver Creek Road, as I had mentioned, from small holdings A1 district to acreage residential RA2 district in order to accommodate a 2-lot subdivision with a 1-acre minimum lot size. The proposal complies with the policies and objectives of the residential use designation in the Beaver Creek Official Community Plan, which is a document that supports a range of housing options in this area. As a condition of rezoning, the ACRD board has required that the applicants provide an assessment from a registered on-site wastewater practitioner to confirm that the property can safely accommodate on-site sewage disposal to a 1-acre minimum lot size. The applicants have already provided this confirmation to the regional district, and it is included within the development proposal information package available on the website. Looking ahead to the future subdivision requirements that may be required if the rezoning proceeds, the proposed vacant lot would be accessed from the northeast side of the property off the existing Crown Road, public road right away that borders this property and then connects with Fayette Road. Now, all road construction requirements to service the proposed lot would be determined at the subdivision stage by the Ministry of Transportation and Infrastructure. And the cost of doing so would be borne by the developer. And then again, if this rezoning proceeds and they move to subdivision, the Beaver Creek water system requirements will be dealt with at that point. This includes the development cost charge, payment of just over $5,000 per new lot created, confirmation that the new lot can be serviced by the Beaver Creek water system, and confirmation that the infrastructure required to connect the lots can be put in place. So I think I'll leave it at that and pass it back to you, Chair McNabb. Thank you.
Alrighty, has the applicant got anything to add to what Alex has given us? Nope. Alrighty, we'll now hear from members of the public. Is there any members?
Yeah, we just unmuted.
Sorry about that. We're trying to unmute ourselves.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
To interrupt.
Go ahead. Yes.
Did you have something you want to say? I had nothing.
Oh, I'm not sure where you. No, I think Alex had explained everything quite substantially, and that's good. Thank you. Sorry about that.
No problem. All righty. Now we'll hear from members of the public. Are there any members of the public out there?
There are no members of the
attached to us.
Nope. I think we're good.
So I'll call that 3 times, in that there is no members of the public out there. That kind of changes things just a little bit here.
Yeah, so as staff, I don't think we have anything else to offer.
Okay, there we go.
And the applicants, I guess, if you guys would like to mention anything in the public hearing, now would be your opportunity, and otherwise we can move ahead.
Go ahead.
Again, just reiterating that we will work with the regional district and the Ministry of Transportation and Infrastructure and our developers to make sure we do this as correctly as possible as we can, following the guidelines. Just ensuring that's what we will follow, try to do.
That's great. Thank you, Marianne.
Just one question I have, Alex, is what are we likely to lose in the park as far as road allowance for that?
So the road allowance for the Crown Road right away, which is the unbuilt right away that goes between this property and the Evergreen Park, is a full width right away. So it's not likely that there will be any road dedication that will be required on the backside. The road's already there, it just needs to be built. So it's not going to impact, it's not going to take land away from Evergreen Park or impact it in any way, other than it'll improve a portion of the road access that would dissect kind of the southern corner of the park. So
And can you
hopefully that answers.
You're unmuted.
Oh, very good. And I can also speak to that for a moment as well. Yeah, it was explained to me that the road allowance for the road that we need to develop is 60 feet wide. But fortunately, we don't need to build the road to that width. So most likely from my discussions with the road developer, Bowerman Contracting, that and with the gentleman from the Ministry of Transportation and Infrastructure in Nanaimo, that the road will most likely just be a width of 18 to 24 feet. And there's lots of room between our lot line and the parking lot for the park that's there. And so it shouldn't impede any access to the park parking lot. So it should be should all fit in there quite without disturbing anything.
So Alex, block 13 on the schematic, is that part of the park?
Let me just find that on the no. So lot 13 is the lot that's being that they applied to Summerbed right now?
No, block 13, not lot 13.
Block 13. So the park is
it's the
triangle piece in behind it. Yeah, that's right. So that is a part of the park. Yes.
Okay.
And so, the parking lot is
my reason for asking that is that if this first part of the road allowance is developed, then it might, if somebody else actually owned block 13, it might encourage them to develop that, and that would be interesting. Okay, so we'll move along. So please be advised that the members of the board of directors cannot receive any information related to this bylaw between the end of this hearing and making a decision on the bylaw next board meeting, September 8th. And if any board member does so, the hearing would be invalidated and would have to be held again. So if anything else is to be said or asked or anything of the board, it needs to be done now. So with that in mind, does anybody else have any other comments?
Nope.
All right. So I'll ask for the first time for further representations on the bylaw. Hearing none, I will ask a second time for further representations on the bylaw. And hearing none, I will ask the third time for any further representations on the bylaw. So hearing no further comments, I declare this meeting terminated.